All right, welcome back, boys. Welcome back. So much news about EAFC. So much news. We had the trailer released yesterday, and besides the waffling and the life stories, we have a bunch of news. The first things first, Haaland cover for EAFC 24 for just the standard edition. He's like the main guy, like Mbappe was last year, and then Ultimate Edition, the one with all of the NPC-looking kind of characters, bro. Anyway, he looks really good in this photo. He was at the event yesterday wearing his pajamas, looking like a bright green, just tall tree, bro. Like, honestly, just crazy. Anyway, aside from that, we move on. Firstly, I just wanted to do this one first. This new skill move that Vinny does looks crazy. Alright, so this skill move that Vinny does is crazy. If we go back a bit, he flicks it up and then bounces it again. With this new flare trait that they were talking about, like playstyles, I think there'll be like a flare one that Vinny and like Neymar, Saint Maximin, those kind of players will have flare, and then like Sam Kerr had a different one. I think it was finesse. So it's like a normal trait, but I think it's like a play style, like who they are as a player. But that skill move looks crazy. Little dance. I think they're doing the Brazilian dance because that's going viral. They want to go with that kind of momentum. Anyway, we move on. Next up is the swoosh. The swoosh is back in EAFC 24. I don't know. I mean, when I give the swoosh to someone else, I'm going to be happy. But when I receive the swoosh, I am not going to be happy at all, bro. That's going to be crazy. Jude Bellingham in the background screaming. This is a bad image, but the good image, he looks really good. Next up, men and women, both in Ultimate Team. I think there's been a lot about this. I don't need to talk much about it. But if they're the same rated, I think they're basing the rating off who they are in their competition. So like Sam Kerr, one of the best in women's football, so she's going to be the same rating as Mbappe, as one of the best in men's football. I think people are blowing up. It adds more. I think as long as they're not in every week's promo, because imagine you go to a promo, it'll be half men, half women. So that's half the amount of normal cards that we've had every other promo, if you know what I mean, for players that people like. But there's a whole debate about this. Meh, it's just, it is what it is. Like, EA is moving on to modern times. They have to do this. Next up, pro clubs will be cross-play. This is huge because I think a lot more people will want to play because some people have different consoles, PC, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. I think this is just a good move. They need to put more effort into these game modes because there is a lot of people, but of course Ultimate Team makes them money, so why would they? We move on. So this is like a little thread of all new things. All the new things for new modes or existing modes. So, Ultimate Team, evolve and upgrade players in your club through objectives. We'll talk about that later. That's a whole thing in itself. Women in Ultimate Team, men and women in the same packs. The new UCL heroes looks crazy. There's like a couple images people have made of Ronaldo or Messi, like back in the OG times, like a Ronaldo holding the Champions League in the Madrid shirt. Kind of crazy. Animated card design. So imagine you're sitting and you're loading into a game and they've got some kind of animations on the cards. That's crazy idea. New playstyle system, as I talked about before. I think there'll be like flair, finesse shot, but it's not a trait, it's a whole playstyle. FIFA points become FC points. You know what I mean? Just they'll call it, it's just football club points. They'll keep it FC, F points. First promo is going to be the new Nike. We'll have a look at that as well. That is a crazy thing coming because with the licensing, right? FIFA was sponsored by Adidas. So EA couldn't really, they had like the kits in like career mode and pro clubs that you could make. That was it though. Remember that Adidas numbers up promo? Even that was like a big step, and the Marvel. But now, no restrictions. They can just do whatever they want. Pro clubs, crossplay enabled. We said that. Playoffs at the end of each season, which is sick. It adds a bit more oomph to pro clubs. It's kind of just been the same thing years on years. More customization as always. Career mode, spectate mode is coming. We'll look at that one. New player agents in player career mode. That's pretty sick. New personality system, new training features, and Volta crossplay. Kind of just things you expect. It's kind of taken a while, but then we move on. Team of the week card design looks unreal. Look at how good this looks. Like that little like comet looking thing in the background, he looks really good. And I think this is like, this new card design does look good, but I think there's always room for improvement. It does look good though. I think it does look good. It's like, it shows more dynamic. So more of the card will be of the actual photo of the player, which is sick, because then you get to see more of them. Next on, we got new icons, new heroes. The first one is Frank Ribéry, 5-star, 5-star, going to be crazy. Next up is the Brazilian guy, Zico, who's a cam, another Brazilian. Boys are going to like it. Same. Next up, there was some leaks about Fabrizio Romano coming to Ultimate Team. Like he'll be doing like on the main home screen, like a here we go or something. But that's no longer happening. I think he's just a sponsor of it, of EA. He'll be promoting it on his Instagram, blah, blah, blah. He won't be in the game though. Next, now this is the big one. This is the big thing coming. New Academy style. Assuming you could choose any bronze silver player, who would you choose? I think because I go for Man City, I'd do like a Cole Palmer. I think that'd be sick. But the whole idea is, for the first time ever, you can improve players in your club via Ultimate Team Evolutions is what they're calling it. So it's like an academy player in a sense. A new way to build your squad around the players you love. Use players that fit the Evolutions criteria and complete a set of objectives. See how they say criteria? I think that means it's going to be a bronze or a silver. As you can see in the bottom corner, someone's got a bronze, 63, and then it's like a team of the year concept. You can level him up all the way up to that kind of level. Then you got skills, play styles, blah, blah, blah. You'll get more and more. It'll be through objectives, SBCs. It's kind of sick because that will become a club legend in your club and you will just keep getting him better and better and better. Because if they make this a little bit of like, if they make this like the power curve, like it'll be the same card. It'll be in everyone's team and everyone will have different players, which is really cool. How their player items look with new designs, animated backgrounds so you can flex on your opponent. Now this is sick because imagine if you play 100 games with him, he goes to another looking card. 500 games, he goes to another looking card. 1,000 games, and he's got some crazy looking animated card that you can only get. It's kind of like calling cards in COD. When you play more, the more things you do, the more objectives. It's kind of like a flex, like a prestige master. I think this is so cool because it's such a flex when you go in and they're like, oh my God, he's got 1,000 games already on this. I think people are going to be boosting, and we love a boost. Like, who doesn't love a boost? I think this is one of the best additions coming to EAFC. I'm really excited. Alright boys, that was just a quick little like, you know, rundown of everything that came out. The trailer didn't show that much, just graphics, new engine, Frostbite, HyperMotion 5. Like, it's just kind of the same thing. They make it sound all pretty. But these things like this, develop your own club legend, I think they're the big changes that we really, really want to see, and it will get people to buy the game. Anyway, thanks boys. Peace out.